In the quiet, upscale neighborhood of Westfield, New Jersey, a chilling mystery unfolded that would leave the community on edge and embroiled in speculation. The saga began in June 2014 when Derek and Maria Broaddus purchased their dream home at 657 Boulevard for $1.3 million. What was supposed to be the beginning of a new chapter quickly spiraled into a nightmare marked by anonymous letters from someone calling themselves The Watcher. The first letter. Just days after the Broaddus family moved in, they received an unsettling letter addressed to the new owners. The letter was filled with strange, almost obsessive observations about the family, including details about their children, which suggested that the author had been watching them. The writer expressed a sense of ownership over the house, claiming, "I have been put in charge of watching and waiting for its second coming." The letter ominously hinted at a dark future for the family, declaring, "I am in charge of 657 Boulevard. It is my job, my obligation." In the letter, the Watcher revealed knowledge of the Broaddus' 3 children, referencing them by birth order and even mentioning their nicknames. The specific details raised alarm bells for Derek and Maria, prompting them to turn to the police for help. However, their investigation led to dead ends. The Watcher remained anonymous, and the threats persisted, leaving the couple feeling increasingly uneasy in their new home. The community response. As news of the Watcher spread, the once supportive community began to turn on the Broaddus family. Some residents speculated that the couple had fabricated the letters to escape their purchase or to gain attention. Whispers circulated that they might have even written the letters themselves, sowing distrust within the neighborhood. Such accusations left Derek and Maria feeling isolated and distrustful of their neighbors. While the police explored various leads, including DNA tests on the letters, the results were inconclusive. The investigation into the identity of the Watcher became a source of frustration for the Broaddus family and the Westfield community alike. Despite the lack of evidence tying the Broadduses to the letters, the atmosphere of suspicion grew, leading many residents to distance themselves from the family. The Gingerbread House Incident. One of the most telling incidents occurred during an annual gingerbread house making competition in Westfield. In an ironic twist, first place in the Iconic Buildings category went to a gingerbread replica of 657 Boulevard, complete with miniature letters from the Watcher. For the Broaddus family, this playful representation of their traumatic experience served as a painful reminder of their struggles. It highlighted the community's perception of their ordeal as a mere joke rather than a genuine threat. Attempts to move on. Despite the overwhelming distress caused by the Watcher, the Broadduses attempted to move forward with their lives. They listed the house for sale, but potential buyers were put off by the Watcher's notoriety. Despite numerous showings, offers never materialized, and the family was left to grapple with a significant financial loss. They initially planned to renovate the house, but due to the constant fear and unease, they abandoned the idea. In a desperate bid to rid themselves of the property, Derek and Maria decided to sell the house to a developer who would demolish it and replace it with 2 new homes. However, this plan was thwarted when local residents opposed the demolition during a town council meeting, arguing that the house had historical significance. Their objections were so passionate that the council unanimously rejected the proposal, leaving the Broadduses with few options. A new family and the return of the Watcher. Finally, the Broadduses found a family willing to rent the house, albeit with the stipulation that they could leave at any time if another letter arrived. Just 2 weeks after moving in, the new tenants handed over an envelope with a familiar scrawl. The Watcher had returned. The new letter was filled with cryptic threats aimed directly at Derek and Maria. It accused them of attempting to assault the house and claimed that the home had supporters who would protect it. The ominous tone of the letter was chilling, warning of potential disasters that could befall the couple. It left the new tenants feeling uneasy but, surprisingly, they chose to remain in the house under the watchful gaze of security cameras installed by the Broadduses. The friends of the Broaddus family. On Christmas Eve 2017, the situation escalated yet again. Families in Westfield began receiving letters signed, "Friends of the Broaddus family." Unlike the original letters from the Watcher, these were typed and targeted the families who had been critical of Derek and Maria during their ordeal. The tone of these letters mirrored the sinister vibe of the Watcher's notes, further entrenching the community in the ongoing drama. These letters warned recipients to be wary, invoking the ominous presence of the Watcher and instilling fear throughout the neighborhood. The identity of the Watcher. Despite exhaustive investigations and numerous theories, the identity of the Watcher remains unknown. Speculation ran rampant throughout the community, with many pointing fingers at various neighbors. Some believed the Watcher could be a disgruntled former resident, while others speculated about the motives of certain families who had lived in the area for generations. Investigators even examined a nearby family that had lived on Boulevard for decades, but no concrete leads emerged. Derek and Maria Broaddus expressed frustration over the lack of progress, claiming that they felt as if they were living in a horror movie. The psychological toll of the ordeal weighed heavily on the couple, leading them to seek therapy and counseling to cope with their anxiety and fears. Media attention. The Watcher's story gained widespread media attention, appearing in various news articles and TV segments, including a segment on CBS's 48 Hours. The notoriety surrounding the case amplified the fear felt by the Broaddus family and intensified community scrutiny. As the story continued to unfold in the public eye, it sparked debates over privacy, safety, and the darker aspects of suburban life. The legacy of the Watcher. The case of the Watcher remains unsolved, leaving a haunting legacy in Westfield. The Broaddus family was forced to grapple with the trauma of living in fear, their lives forever altered by the mysterious figure lurking in the shadows. While the police have closed the investigation, the letters continue to evoke fear and intrigue. The Watcher has become a symbol of the darker side of suburban life, where beneath the facade of a friendly neighborhood can lie secrets, fears, and unresolved tensions. The Broadduses, once hopeful homeowners, were left as pariahs in their own community, grappling with the ambiguity of fear and uncertainty that the Watcher brought into their lives. Conclusion. The story of the Watcher at 657 Boulevard serves as a reminder of how quickly a sense of security can be shattered and how fear can turn a community against itself. As Derek and Maria Broaddus continue to navigate the aftermath of their experience, the true identity of the Watcher remains an enduring mystery, one that has left an indelible mark on Westfield and a chilling reminder of the fragility of safety in what is supposed to be a welcoming neighborhood. This saga reminds us that even in seemingly peaceful areas, the unknown can disrupt lives and relationships, revealing the complexities of human behavior and the darkness that can reside within us all. As the Broaddus family continues to seek solace and closure, the specter of the Watcher looms large, an ever-present reminder of a story that refuses to fade into the shadows.